Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7. Connecticut's Back-to-School Authority is sponsored by Yale New Haven Children's Hospital, one of the best in the nation.
Eyewitness News is your back-to-school authority. Good morning, everyone. It is 7 o'clock on this Tuesday, September 22nd. I'm Nicole Nalepa. Students at Colchester Elementary School will be remotely learning for the next 2 weeks. Someone at the school tested positive for COVID-19, and that has now led to staffing shortages. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Galal has more on how the school is handling this situation.
Colchester Public Schools alerting families that someone at the elementary school tested positive for coronavirus. That individual is isolating. The school district has been in touch with the Chatham Health District, and those who came in contact with the person who tested positive have been notified. The confirmed COVID case has led to a staffing shortage at the school. Right now, it's unclear if this move is related to the positive COVID-19 test last week. Aya Galal, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Of the district will be staying open and students will be taught in cohorts, but starting tomorrow, Colchester Elementary School students will be learning remotely. And now an update to a story we first brought you yesterday. Southington High School will remain closed for a second day this week after someone there in the school tested positive. The superintendent says students will be learning remotely today, and that could continue in the days ahead. It all depends on the outcome of contact tracing. Right now, the district is trying to find out if anyone had close contact with the person who tested positive. 20 students at North Branford High School are in quarantine for the next 2 weeks. On Friday, the district learned that a player on the field hockey team tested positive. Through contact tracing, they found that 19 others were in close contact with that student, including 9 teammates on the field hockey team. Health experts feel they were able to limit the potential spread because of how quickly the district acted.
We believe we have a strong handle on the situation, and if more cases come, then we'll deal with it.
The quarantine started last Friday and it will be up on next Friday. Those students will be virtually learning in that time. The Connecticut State Colleges and Universities system is certainly feeling the pinch from this pandemic. Cscu is now on a hiring freeze, and this is a move that affects 17 different schools. Now, we're told the hiring freeze will continue until at least October 15th, when the Board of Regents reviews its budgets. 4 state universities are also canceling spring break next semester. This change impacts Central, Western, Southern, and Eastern Connecticut state universities. Instead, students will have an extended winter break. School leaders say this is all meant to keep campuses open and healthy. And in-person and remote learning will also continue next semester. Back now to the latest on the coronavirus here in Connecticut. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is backtracking on new guidance about how the virus actually spreads. Yesterday, the CDC removed guidance posted on Friday saying that airborne transmission is the primary way the virus is spread and that it can travel in the air beyond 6 feet. Well, officials say it was a draft posted in error. The CDC says it will be reposting the updated guidance once the review process is completed. The CDC says a vaccine will also likely be available to the general public by April 2021. The governor is now forming a vaccine advisory group to prepare. They'll be working locally and creating a rollout plan. Like any vaccine, though, it only works if a good part of the population takes it.
Some literature suggests that, and usually about 50% of this country takes the influenza vaccine, but it sure would be nice if we had a target of 70% and we reached that target.
Connecticut will likely take a regional approach with the vaccine and work with neighboring states. First responders are expected to be among the first to actually get the vaccine. In other news, a woman's arrest that was caught on camera is going viral. Hartford police pulled her over yesterday because her car turned up as stolen. The tense situation exploded when the woman tried to leave in the car. Officers took her into custody, and it appears an officer's knee may have been on the woman during the arrest. Police say a knee was not used in force, though. Thankfully, no one was hurt in this incident. Today, a prayer service is expected to be held right outside Albertus Magnus in New Haven after a basketball star at the school was killed in a shooting over the weekend. Yesterday, 33-year-old Jason Stone faced a judge for murder charges and is now being held on a $1 million bond. Police say the shooting happened Saturday afternoon right on Main Street in Hartford after a fight. And the victim, 24-year-old Jaquan Walters, was a standout basketball forward at Albertus Magnus College. Now this morning, local and federal lawmakers will be advocating to protect the Affordable Care Act in the wake of the empty seat on the Supreme Court. State Senator Matt Lesser, doctors and nurses will be asking for the health care law to stay the same. They'll be speaking at 11 this morning right at the state capitol. Senator Chris Murphy will be doing the same just over the phone at noon. Murphy and Democrats are concerned that President Trump will be picking a Supreme Court nominee who would support overturning the Affordable Care Act. The nominee is expected to be a staunch conservative, and Vice President Mike Pence weighs in.
I'm proud to serve alongside the most pro-life president in American history, and I know that same standard will be met with his nominee to fill this vacancy on the Supreme Court.
The body of Ruth Bader Ginsburg will lie in repose right outside the Supreme Court tomorrow and Thursday. On Friday, she'll become the first woman to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol.
7:05. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Let's take a look at some pumpkins because it's the first day of fall. It's not 9:31 this morning. Fall makes its arrival, and Dave Haversat in Oxford, he grew these. It's unbelievable. Look at the size of those pumpkins. Thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate that. Hey, there's a frost advisory out there this morning, and that means it is chilly. We were one away from tying a record at Bradley. We got down to 33, the record of 32. Depending later on this afternoon, we'll find out the official overnight low. But if we do get down to 32, that'll tie a record set back in 1962. Our Channel 3 early warning radar scanning the state dry. Good morning. Good morning. Sunbeams will shine on through. We're expecting partly to mostly sunny skies today with a temperature near 70 degrees inland, maybe some low 70s along the shoreline. We are expecting partly to mostly sunny skies there as well. Now, the further north and east and south and east you live in Connecticut, you might be dealing with a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage than everybody else. That's because of Teddy that is going by to our east, about 200 to 300 miles to the east. It's too bad we could have used some of that rain. 35, we don't need the wind, but we could have used some of the rain. 35 at Bradley right now, up from, again, 33. 33 in Willimantic, up from 32. 33 in Norwich, 34 in Salisbury. It is chilly out there. We had a hard frost in parts of the state, and the temperatures are basically the same as they were yesterday. Dew points are fairly comfortable. Not a bad-looking eye cam in Hartford. We've got that sun coming up this morning. Good morning. A little bit of cloud coverage there in stores, but we are expecting partly to mostly sunny skies as the day wears on, and there's New Haven. So you can see the cloud shield just kind of pushing on into the state. This is all the result of Teddy, which is way to the east of Connecticut, not having too much of an impact on us. And then we're, of course, continuing to monitoring Beta, which is down in the Gulf of Mexico, impacting the coastline of Texas with very heavy rain and the coastline of Louisiana. But for us, our futurecast, tomorrow's with it today. It does bring a little cloud coverage into the state from time to time during the day today, but the rain stays to the east of Connecticut. So let's take a look at a forecast. It looks pretty good. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, low 70s, a little bit better than yesterday, and the temperatures only get warmer. Now that it's fall, it's going to feel like summer. 79 tomorrow, 80 Thursday, Friday 80, Saturday 80, 78 on 78 on Sunday with a chance for some scattered showers as a result of a cold front and an area of low pressure pushing in, and then another cold front rolls in Monday with another area of low pressure, and that could bring some more significant rain on Monday, but just some scattered showers on Sunday. Here come your shoreline highs, pretty equivalent to where we're headed inland. It's going to be a nice warm forecast Wednesday through Sunday, and then just a little bit cooler for Monday. That's a check of your early warning forecast. I'm meteorologist Scott Haney in the Early Warning Forecast Center at Channel 3. Hoping you all have a great, safe, and healthy Tuesday. Nicole?
So layer up and then take the layers off later in the week. Thank you so much for tuning into Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get those news and weather updates anytime right on the Channel 3 app. Look at that sunrise. Have a great day, everyone.